So, Fáilte Gach thanks for being here. Just to say again that we warmly welcome the fact that the negotiations between the British government and the European Commission have now concluded and that there is a deal on the table. We've been meeting today with our team of MLAs because our preparations are now active for a return of the Assembly and a return of the Executive. We believe the time is of the essence. We know that we face very, very big challenges economically, socially, in terms of public service provision. And we also know that there's big opportunities as well for the north of Ireland, and the opportunities are coming at us now. We're satisfied that the agreement struck does essential things. It ensures that there will be no hardening of the border on our island. It ensures the protection of the Good Friday Agreement, of the All-Ireland economy, and of course, crucially, ongoing access to the European market. We, of course, have issues and areas where more clarification will be required. But it is our absolute firm view that those clarifications can be sought and gained with an active Assembly and with an Executive in place. I think that a great tribute should be paid to the people and to the electorate, who have been incredibly patient and I think at times incredibly frustrated with the entire political process. People went to the polls last May. We're now, 9 months on? And we need government and we need it now. So the team is here. Every single one of us is aware that we have a big job of work to do. Those colleagues who will be in ministerial office, in committees, chairing committees, members of committees, representing their constituencies and their communities. And we're very, very anxious to get back to work, and none more so than Michelle O'Neill. And we await, in short order, the time when she will lead the Executive as a First Minister for all.
Thanks, Mary Lou. And I think, the only thing that I would add to all of that, the negotiation is now complete and the deal is done. And the onus is on all of us now to be around that executive table and taking on the matters of the day, the things that are actually concerning people. There are people out there who are waiting on waiting lists. There are health service workers who are out on the picket lines, or public sector workers that are out on the picket lines. They need us to be in the executive, and that's where we stand ready to be, where our team stands ready to be. I think that now we find ourselves on the other end of this negotiation. There is enormous potential for us now, a potential that must be grasped. This is about more jobs, better jobs. This is about growing our economy. And that's where all of our minds need to be focused in the time ahead. I rarely find myself agreeing with the British Prime Minister. You may find it hard to believe. But I do think that the opportunity that we now have of access to both markets has to be grabbed onto with both hands. And there's no time to waste, because we're about to attend in Washington a number of events that will be to celebrate St Patrick's Day. But as you all know, that's about encouraging investment here. That's about the economic potential of here. And we have, in quick succession, now a deal being done on the protocol. We have now, we'll go to the States, as I said, next week to celebrate St Patrick's Day. Very quickly in the aftermath of that comes the anniversary of the Good Friday Agreement. The economic potential for us here is enormous, and this is a moment not to be missed. So over the past 24 hours, we've spent some time speaking to the business community. We've been speaking to people out there who are, I think, giving a very cautious welcome to this deal. They obviously want to make their way through the detail of all of that. But that should not delay the formation of an executive. That's where we all should be today. That's where we're focused on. And that's the message we believe the public at home want to hear. They want to hear when the executive is going to be formed. They want to hear how we're going to tackle together, all of the parties, the huge financial situation that we have ahead of us, and Conor can speak a lot more about that in terms of the budgetary pressures that we have. But all the executive parties need to be working together in this time to secure maximum advantage for the people that we represent collectively here, and there should be no more delays in all of that.
So we want success for everybody. We want it for every community, we want it for our business community, but we also want it for our young people, for our workers, to have good jobs, good prospects and a good standard of living. And listen, we can only make that happen when government and politics here works. So this is in everybody's interest. This is a win for everyone. The return of the Assembly, the return of the Executive is a win for everybody. But the truth is that we do have to protect the Good Friday Agreement. We do have to protect our all-island economy. And we do have to ensure that access to the European market is guaranteed. And those were the prizes always. What had been missing was a viable good faith engagement. And fortunately, and you've heard Michelle O'Neill speak ad idem with the British Prime Minister. So this is a moment for the media to kind of savour, because this is not something that happens every day, that we can see now the opportunity. And I just hope, and we hope, that everybody has the wit, the common sense and the goodwill to grab the opportunity now.
I think what the public at home are focusing on, a deal has been done, and the DUP said that they removed themselves from this executive in which to influence negotiations. So we're now at the point of the end of the negotiation. So let's get the executive up and running. Everybody will take their time, because there's been a considerable amount of text, legal agreements, legal texts, the command paper, all the different documents that have been put out there. We're all working our way through that. But let's do that. But equally, let's service the needs of the people that we represent. Let's get into the executive and do that. And that should have been done last May. And I would suggest that today that's exactly where we should be. So there isn't an endless amount of time here. What the public expect is that we respond to the fact that a deal has now been done, and they expect us to be in the executive. That's why our team are here today. We're up and at it. We're ready. We're good to go.